You're only young once. You can either take that phrase and go down two paths. You're only young once, and this means you go clubbing, you go enjoy yourself, you do the drugs, you smoke the weed, you sleep with all the women, and you basically become a degenerate because you're young. You're just the excuse. Oh, I'm only young once. I only get to enjoy myself once. Once I'm 27, I'm gonna have a family. I'm gonna have to look after everything, and I'm gonna have responsibilities, and I'm not gonna be able to do this again. Or you go down this path. You just start becoming ambitious. You start working towards your goals right now. Yeah, you're young, but you're thinking about your future self when you're 25 and where you want to be then. Who do you want to be when you're 25? I want to be that high status guy. I want to have my shit together. I want to be close to God. I want to have a good woman by my side. I don't want to have a bunch of hoes. And you start building towards that life now because you're young. Or you start building towards the life of degeneracy because you're young. They're the two roads you can take. It's like blue pill, red pill. Which one are you going to take? And I feel like the blue pill, you go clubbing and degeneracy. Red pill, you take the good life. And you start your self-improvement journey. Because I think many of the young people in this generation get sold this lie. And I think the pendulum's swinging the other way. But even when I was growing up and, I would talk about, I just want to, knuckle it. I want to go gym. I want to work hard. I want to, make money and stuff like that. The people around me would always go, oh, but you're young. Like, you don't need to do that. You can just enjoy yourself. These are the years you get to enjoy life because you only get to have no responsibilities at this section of your life. But then I could flip that and say, yeah, I have no responsibility, so why not fail? Why not work on that business? Because I have no responsibilities. Instead of wasting months, years of my life building bad habits, hanging around with the wrong people, not bettering myself. Because realistically, bro, when you go down that route of degeneracy and you go down the route of going clubbing, meeting girls, hooking up, doing drugs, smoking weed, all these things, the friends that you make in that time will keep you stuck in that life. Because it's very hard 2 years down the line of living this life where you've become good friends with people, your girl's perhaps in that lifestyle, and your life is revolved around that environment because you've built it in that environment. It's very hard to just separate yourself, to be like, I don't want this anymore, I want to leave. And I think some people get blessed, you go to university, you live that life and you leave and then you kind of back to square one. But like, some people have it in their home city where it's just a life of degeneracy. And I think you're at such a disadvantage in life if you want to achieve your goals. Because the people like me and people on self-improvement, I'm not saying I'm the best, but people on self-improvement, I know there's some people who are doing way better than me, are more disciplined, they're working harder. And realistically, bro, they're going to start attracting the girls you want. They're going to start getting the job positions you want. They're going to start building the audience that you want, that you desire, but you're too scared to go for it. You're too scared to let go of the life you have. You're too scared to let go of the bad habits because you're young and you want to enjoy it. And you're like, oh, but when I'm 23, I will. But you're 20 now, and like 3 years later, bro, you're going to build your life around these bad habits and not be able to perform at your best ability. You're going to have to basically reinvent yourself at 23. Why not do it now? Why not become the guy that you want to become at 23 now? Because the delayed gratification of that is exponential. Like, I'm 20, about to turn 21 in January. And I just think, like, bro, 2 years from now, I don't even know what kind of man I'm going to be. Because I just believe in myself a lot that I'm just going to go, whoop. And it's like being 21 and thinking in 2 years ahead and being like, okay, if I put my head down, I'll be 23 and I'll be in a pretty good position. Whereas being 23 and being like, okay, 2 years, hopefully by 25, I'll be successful. But realistically, it's probably going to be like 27, 28. It's going to be a long time depending on how many bad habits you need to break. Because self-improvement is a compounding effect. You start 1 year, you see a bit of progress, you think you're the shit, and then 2 years later you look back and you're like, damn, I was nothing. And I feel like that's what's happening to me recently. I was looking back on myself about a year and a half ago and I'm like, I thought I was the shit. And I look back and I'm like, you was a nerd. You was a dork, bruv. You had no confidence. You thought you had confidence, but you had no confidence, bro. You didn't know how to speak to people and you were a shell of yourself. But now I look at myself now and I'm like, damn, I've grown a lot. But I feel like 2 years down the line of doing this self-improvement and working on myself and growing my business and embracing God and doing all these things, like when I'm 23, I can't even imagine the man I'm going to be. I'm excited to level up, and I've taken the red pill of you're only young once, and I'm going down the route of self-improvement. That's what I recommend to you. If you're, still in this environment of degeneracy, or you're like letting yourself loose, once a week to go drink, like stop it, bro, because it's not good for you. It ruins your mental health. Drinking just gives you anxiety. Why do you want to be hangover? When I drink, I'm hungover for like 3 days. I hate drinking. Like, the whole reason I don't drink is because of hangovers. Not because I'm Christian, not because of this. I never liked drinking, so it was an easy thing for me to give up. I don't like drinking, bro. My problem was weed, which I still don't really smoke. Like, I smoked it like a couple months ago, but That's about it. Drinking is just pointless, bro. Like, it's just terrible for you. You get fat, you get puffy. Like, there's no benefit to it, bro. You get sluggish, you become like some weird version of yourself. So really the question is, like, what path are you gonna take? What pill are you gonna take? You're only young once and go down the path of, oh, I'm just gonna enjoy myself, you know, or you're gonna take the red pill and start working on yourself now. Get in the gym, start working on your business, start failing quick. So when you're 23, 24, 25, 26, bro, you're exponentially better than every single person around you. And I don't mean that to say like you look down on them, but you're where they wish they was. You're where they was hoping they would be, but instead they took the wrong path. Or do you want to be the one who's looking at the person who's done the hard work, built the businesses, suffered now and missed out on the party life, which you're not really missing out on anything, bro. I'll be so real. Attracted a great girl and you're looking at him like, damn, that could have been me. I wasted life. I wasted my time. And then you become depressed because of jealousy and you don't know why. Your mental health's terrible and it's just a downhill route. It's so hard to pick yourself out the hole instead of just walking around the hole and not getting in it in the first place. So you decide, are you only young once and you're going to be a degenerate? Or are you going to be young once and build yourself and grow into the man you always knew you should be?